All right, we're going to hop on briefly this afternoon and talk about something that I absolutely love talking about because it compares it to one of my favorite things. So, glad we're diving into something that's not just about perfection or restriction, and because we have already been there, done that, but about steady small changes that add up over time. So, some of you may or may not know that I have my private pilot's license. So, I became a pilot back in 2022 just for a hobby, not because it's my career, but because my children moved away and I wanted to be able to see them on a whim. And then, of course, my heart's desire is to travel. And I really, really wanted to be able to start exploring the world more on my own terms. Anyway, when you fly, and you all know this, you're almost never perfectly on course. So, wind, weather, air currents push you slightly off track all the time. But here's the key: small course corrections keep you going the same way. So, like losing weight, like balancing hormones, life is going to push you off track. We have holidays coming up. If your kids are home with you and they return back to school, that's stressful. Even travel, which I love, travel is stressful. But if you make small intentional corrections every day, you still arrive at your goal, even when life is throwing you all sorts of curveballs. So let's dive into this a little bit. Why does the all or nothing fail? So, a big reason all or nothing fails is because hormones respond best to stability, not extremes. So, when we experience these big swings in diets where we're eliminating all things or giving up a food group or doing extreme fasting and exercise, it spikes our cortisol, and that makes it harder to lose weight. So, when we spike our cortisol, it makes it harder to lose weight because the body wants to hang on to that belly fat because it can be used as a source of energy, but it's going to hang on and be used as the last source of energy. So, in flying terms, when I'm yanking the plane aggressively back on course, like if I just grab the yoke and either climb or descend or turn left or right, it can create turbulence, and it's not very smooth and it's bumpy, and it typically scares everyone around you. So if you've tried the all or nothing approach, let me know. And if you did, how long did it last? Because most of those things just aren't sustainable. And that includes when we set goals to go work out and we say things like, I'm going to work out 5 days a week. And we make it two, and then we accidentally we miss the alarm or we skip the third day. And then it's just like, well, we failed. So we completely give up. It's almost like we set ourselves up for failure when we went to an extreme. Okay. So every day, think, what's one small thing that you can do better today? And then over the course of 90 days, these small little micro adjustments, they become the new normal. So just like flying, constantly adjusting for heading means that I will arrive at my destination. I will arrive exactly where I want to be. But if I get in the plane and I set my course and I get up way up high and wind starts pushing me down or pushing me around, if I don't readjust and get back on track, 1 degree off could have me landing hundreds of miles apart on the other end of my destination. So, some simple 1% rule theories and ideas. And I would love to hear yours. So, be sure to respond to this email. Why not try swapping a sugary breakfast for a protein breakfast and just see how it goes? And I know, because I was this person that said it, I don't have time to make eggs in the morning. But then I found a really cool recipe that's not just hard boiled eggs, where I can prepare eggs in advance and literally heat them up. You can Google it. It's called like an egg muffin, and you can add green onion and onion salt and garlic salt and cheese and tomatoes, and you can make them really delicious. And the sky's the limit on that thing. Plus, they store well and reheat well. Okay, another example of a 1% change is simply going on a 10-minute walk after you eat lunch. 10-minute walks help with digestion. It's key not to just eat and then go sit down. Another great example is replacing soda or Cokes with water and electrolytes. Key for staying hydrated. It's key for mineral absorption. And also, instead of playing on our phones, which I've been there and I can be guilty of it too, instead of playing on our phones right before bed, maybe we do 5 minutes of deep breathing and gratitude before we fall asleep. I have a feeling our dreams will be sweeter. So, if your health was a flight plan, what small heading changes could you make today so you help yourself stay on track? Okay, so I'm going to leave you with, let's see if I can share the screen. I may not even have it pulled up anymore. Let's try this one. So if I share the screen, there it is. Here we go. This is a self-care checklist. So Sunday through Saturday, it's simple things. And by all means, you don't have to do the entire checklist. But if this is something that resonates with you, drinking water before your coffee in the morning, check. These are all healthy habits. And if you just pick a few a week or a few a day to work on, and then eventually be able to do this whole blackout thing on this checklist, you're improving your health just one little step at a time. But if I asked you to go this week and fill them all out perfectly every single day, that would be a lot of stress and we probably would fail at it. So just a few, make habits. And once you have those habits, it's actually really hard to break them. Okay, let me stop share. Oh, I don't want to stop video. I love this part of Zoom as I fumble around. There it is, trying to find the red stop share button. Okay, just being honest. So when we have trackers, like I'm not a person that enjoys tracking calories and entering things into an app, but I do love a really good to-do list. Like I do enjoy a good to-do list because I like checking boxes. Does anyone else love just to check boxes as you go through your day? Think of your tracker, think of your to-do, your checkbox list, like the healthy habit tracker, as a way that reminds you not to drift too far off course. And then constantly, those small course corrections done daily keep you on track, even when life pushes you around. And I'm here to tell you, life pushes you around all the time. If you've made it to 12:30 today, and you haven't been pushed around by life, then you are definitely leading a very good life. But for most of us, things just kind of show up and try to throw us off course, but we can intentionally get back up on course. Okay. So I'm going to send you the tracker in the follow-up video in an email. Next week, we're talking about carb timing for hormone health. So we don't have to give up carbs, but there are better times to eat them throughout the day so that they help us instead of spike our cravings or even imbalance our blood sugar. So I leave you with this last task. What's one small change you're committing to this week? And share it here. Well, hit reply and share it with me. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. You know, you can reach out any single time you want. I always enjoy hearing from you in text or email. And if you'd like a phone call so we can visit, please be sure to set something up with me. Okay. Have a blessed day.